Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. A lot of people wear their Iris soapy clean scents in the summer and springtime, but for me the perfect time to wear Iris soapy clean fragrances is in the winter time. That's when I feel the most cleanest, when I wear Iris or even my white musk. This is the time where I wear my soapy clean fragrances. They're more long lasting and I get the best wear during the cooler weather. So if you are a fan of soapy, clean, fresh, airy fragrances, stay tuned. So the inspiration for is my scent of the day. This fragrance is discontinued, and if you've been watching me, you know that I have some beautiful discontinued gems. I hate sharing them because they are very hard to find, but you can still find them, so that's why I still share them with you. This is my go-to favorite fragrance, and I have to wear it sparingly. So without further ado, let me show you what was the inspiration for this video. The fragrance here is Essence by Narciso Rodriguez. This is a beautiful bottle. It looks like a mirror. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just a glass bottle, and it is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it is so gorgeous. And if you are a fan of the Nivea cream, this is what this smells like. It smells just like the Nivea cream. One day I was putting this Nivea cream on, and I was like, oh my god, this is Essence. This is what Essence smells like. And I am just a big fan of both of these. I wear these together and I love them. So this here is a beauty that was created by Alberto Morales, and it's just a powdery, musky, light rose fragrance. It has rose petals, it has benzoin, musk, and it's just clean, soapy, and it's just beautiful. It's long lasting on my skin. That's why I don't have to wear too much of it, but I do use it sparingly because it is discontinued. If I ever see this available for sale, I will buy it up. I buy multiple when I see it. Like I said, you can still find it on Mercari sometimes, and you can also find it on eBay. But I really love this fragrance, and I hate that they discontinued it. So without further ado, let's go into the rest of the lineup. I do have my other top favorites that I've shared on other videos, so please go to those videos. I'm not going to spend time on my top 3 favorites, but the first one here, I've talked about this so much, I know you guys are tired of hearing, but this is Musk Panache by Maison Ribacci. Definitely top 3. The next one is Soleil Neige by Tom Ford. I've talked a lot about this as well. This just smells like winter to me. This is Snow-Capped Mountain, so definitely review my video to see what I said about this. And then last of my top 3 is Apollonia by Xerjoff, another beautiful bottle. These are my top 3 soapy, musky fragrances. I love white musk. I love soapy cleanness. And again, like I said earlier, I love wearing my clean fragrances in the winter time. So those are the top 3. I'm not going to go into detail about those because they are mentioned in other videos, and I'll link them below. So the first one here that I want to talk about is one that is fairly new to my collection, and this is Musk Eternal by Mizensir. And this right here is another gem by Alberto Morales. I think he is just like the king of clean, soapy fragrances. he's just the go-to. He is the GOAT when it comes to clean fragrances. But this fragrance here to me is just a grown-up version of baby powder. So think about baby powder and just spin it where it's a grown version of it. It has Bulgarian rose, iris, hawthorn. It also has Egyptian jasmine, tonka bean, as well as white musk. But this bottle is also pretty. I like the simple, clean simplicity of the bottle, and it's my first Mizensir. I do want to try others from this line. This is just a grown-up baby powder scent. All right, this is Musk Eternal by Mizensir. This next one here, I heard so much about it when it was launched, and this is just luxurious and elegance. And I am talking about Pikovaya Dama by Xerjoff. And I have a small bottle, and you really do not need a lot. One spray goes a long way for me. Some people can, spray more, but for me, this will be very overpowering if I do more than 1 or 2 sprays. But I love this fragrance. It is just so luxurious. It gives me old Hollywood glam. So if you think of the 1930s and you think of the women that were photographed in the actresses back then, and they had the beautiful lip and the wavy curls and just some silky dress, and they were, laying on a chase, that's what this fragrance gives me. It just gives me old Hollywood. It gives me just old Hollywood glam. And it has modern day aldehydes, a beautiful neroli, iris, and again, like I said, when I think of clean fragrances, iris, orris, white musk comes to mind. And it also has a light incense, not too heavy, coriander, vanilla, musk, as well as sandalwood. But this is just opulence in a bottle. So Pikovaya Dama by Xerjoff. So this next fragrance here, I have told you guys I am a Chanel girl. I love Chanel. I love everything about Chanel. That was my first go-to when I first got into fragrances, and Chanel was my go-to. But here I am sharing with you Chanel number 19 Poudre, and this is for those of you who like the green clean fragrance. This has galbanum, neroli, musk, mandarin orange, iris, and the most beautiful vetiver. I love vetiver. I think more women should give vetiver dominant fragrances a go. This to me is just a gentle cloud of iris. It's slightly sweetened, but it's grounded by the earthiness of the vetiver, and I love this. There is the regular Chanel number 19, but this is the Poudre, and I love the earthiness of it. And again, I am a big fan of vetiver, and this smells good on women, but even better on men. So Chanel number 19 Poudre. This next fragrance was different when I first got it, and this is Stairway to Heaven by Juliet Paris. It is another modern aldehyde. It has a light sweet orange, heliotrope. It has red berries, orris, Bulgarian rose, as well as white musk, and then it has a beautiful blue color. This bottle is also very pretty. This scent is just very addicting. It's airy, it's bright, it's different, and what comes to mind is just a true ethereal and sparkling fragrance. So it's just very sparkling to me when I smell this. But this is Stairway to Heaven by Juliet Paris. Again, this is another beauty and gem by Alberto Morales, and this is Bugari Omnia Crystalline, and it has the traditional Omnia bottles. It has bamboo, pear, lotus, tea, musk, gaiac wood, as well as oak moss. And so this here is just really pretty. It gives me a spa-like experience. It's very aquatic and clean. It's great for the office. I love wearing this in the humidity as well as the cold weather. I think that it lasts longer in the colder weather, but to me, I smelled the bamboo, the pear, the tea, as well as the musk, and this is just one of my all-time favorite go-tos, especially when I'm going into the office. So this is Omnia Crystalline by Bvlgari. This next one is a OG. Many people have this in their arsenal, and it's a classic. And this scent is Pure Poison by Dior. This scent is timeless. It is an OG for a reason. It gives me a very cold vibe. It's a perfect blend of florals, and I love wearing this for that reason, especially when I'm craving florals. It has mandarin, gardenia, orange blossom, white musk, sandalwood, and it's just one of the best from the Poison line. I'm a fangirl of the Poison toilette, and this is my second favorite. I will always have this staple in my collection. So this again, this is Pure Poison by Dior. This next one here is slightly new to my collection, and I've only had it for a few months, and I put a big dent in it. But this here is 724 by Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and this is a very bright and uplifting fragrance, and it just reminds me of a dryer sheet in a bottle. That's exactly what it is. Picture a dryer sheet and how that smells, and the liquid in here is just a dryer sheet in a bottle. You can't go wrong with this fragrance. It is just a beautiful, citrus, musky, clean fragrance. I'm a big fan of Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and I think I have pretty much all of his fragrances from his house, and this one I was not disappointed whatsoever. So again, this is 724 by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This next fragrance is very special. I have a scent memory connected to this fragrance, and this here is Infusion de Iris by Prada. And as you can see, I'm almost to the point where I need to buy another bottle. I will definitely rebuy this, but it's an elegant scent. It has African orange, neroli, iris, galbanum, Virginia cedar, benzoin, and again vetiver. Big fan of vetiver. And this is just so meditative and calming. It's just so calming to me. But it reminds me of the violets that we have in the backyard, and when they come to bloom, this comes to mind. But we were in Greece, and we had a tour guide, and every time I walked by her or I was standing next to her and her hair moved, she just smelled so good. And by the end of the tour, I just remember asking her, "What are you wearing?" And she shared it with me. It had just come out, and I had to go and find it. So it was fun. The scavenger hunt to go look for this fragrance was really fun, but the most memorable fragrance was the relationship that we had with her, and the fun that she gave to the trip, and it reminds me of Greece every time I wear it. So again, this is Infusion de Iris by Prada. This next fragrance, I have talked about it before. It is one of my favorites from this house, and this is Musc de Sables by Les Indemdables, and this has orris root, ambergris, patchouli leaf, as well as a green mandarin. And what comes to mind when I think of this is just a fluffy pillow. It is just so calming. It is beautiful. I love how this thing just shifts and morphs throughout the whole day. I can smell this all day long. I get at least 10 plus hours on this. But it's just the creamy, powdery, musky combination. It's that creaminess. And I think this is, by far, I think this is the favorite from this house. This is the all-time favorite and the best from this house. I love this fragrance. This next one is a favorite of mine. Not too many people like Byredo fragrances. I love Byredo. And this here is called Blanche by Byredo. And it basically means white. And it smells just like the name. This is a pleasant, everyday scent. It smells like that really fancy soap that you get in those very expensive hotels, and it's very refreshing and just clean. It doesn't last that long. I get about maybe 4 to 5 hours of this, but it just reminds me of a beautiful soap, like a hotel soap. And this is Blanche by Byredo. This next fragrance is one of my favorites. I love wearing this fragrance to bed, and this is Voilà by Teo Cabanel, and it is another very clean laundry like fragrance. It reminds me of soap bubbles. So if you just ran a bubble bath, and you have the bubbles on top and you smell the bubbles, that is exactly what this smells like. And then as it dries down, it just smells like fresh linen sheets, white sheets that came out of the dryer. And that's what I get when I think of this. It's very polarizing, so I do not recommend blind buying this. I don't recommend blind buying any fragrance, but sometimes you can't help it. Some of these fragrances are not just available for you to sniff, but definitely get your nose on it first before purchasing it. And then the other thing that comes to mind when I think of this fragrance is picture the white Dove bar soap. That is this fragrance in a bottle. So just think of the white Dove bar soap, not the pink one, the white one, and that is what comes to mind when I think of Voilà by Teo Cabanel. It's one of my favorites, and I love sleeping in this. This next fragrance, I have talked about it before. It is one of my all-time favorites, and I've put a big dent in it, especially only having it for less than a year. But this is L'Eau de Verre by Frederic Malle, and this here is just a soft floral with hints of iris, and what I love is the Angelica. I love the Angelica in here. It's lovely. It's just a gorgeous scent, and it smells like snow. You know, when snow first comes down and you get a whiff of the smell of the snow, and that's what this reminds me of. And what it means, it stands for winter water. I love wearing this in the winter. It is just gorgeous. It's for those who want to be subtle and understated, great for the office. I also like wearing this straight out of the shower, but to me this is just a gorgeous beauty. So this is L'Eau de Verre by Frederic Malle. The next one is a honorable mention. It is also discontinued, and it's one of my favorites. I also have to wear this sparingly because it is very, 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 very hard to find. I just baby this, and I baby it for a reason. But this is Over the Musk by Mugler, and this is just a beautiful, lightly sweet musk. It is very intimate. It has low projection. The notes are musk, muskmallow, cashmere wood, and black pepper. And this is just a gentle, fluffy cloud. This is exactly what comes to mind, is a gentle, fluffy, white cloud. And This is just gorgeous. And when you first spray it, you'll smell it, and then you immediately become anosmic to it, but others can smell you. You would get compliments all day, and you think that it is just you would think that it's gone, but it is still there. It is just gorgeous. I really love this. I wish they would bring this back. And again, anytime I see this on sale, either Mercari or Poshmark, I snatch it up. They are very hard to find, and it's unfortunate that it's discontinued. But this is Over the Musk by Mugler. Alright guys, that concludes my list. Again, I want to thank you so much for dropping by. For those of you who have subscribed, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. And if you're a first-time viewer, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That helps me so much, and I really appreciate you taking the time to stop by. So again, thank you, and see you next time. Bye-bye.